All right, hey kiddos, this is lesson 9, and you need to get out your booklet that looks like this. Okay, Unit 1, Topic 2, Regions. All right, today is going to be a combination of old school in it with colored pencils. You're going to need your light blue, your green, your purple, your brown, your darker blue, and your red colored pencil. Okay, and you'll also be using your digital PowerPoint like you use today. So it's going to be a combo kind of day. Okay, so like we've done in the past with your pages that you color on, your parent will need to either email me a copy of what you colored and written on, or your parent can Class Dojo message me or text me. And as a reminder, guys, I don't take phone calls. Okay, that's my cell phone number. I don't do phone calls. A couple days ago, I had a person who called me 8 times during the school day while I was teaching, doing test read aloud to 2 students at the same time. That I was also teaching 16 other kids at the same time. That's a lot to handle. Also having a virtual student who's testing and having 8 phone calls come through from one parent and a 9th phone call from another parent. Can't do that. I told you guys before, my cell phone is given out for people to use for text, for questions, or to send me your work samples. That's what it's there for. It's not for phone calls. All right, guys. So let's share screen. Smart ink. Nope, not what I'm needing. Not quite sure why it's being weird. PowerPoint toolbar. Nope. Not what I need. ImageMate. This I need. Stop share. Let's do share screen on ImageMate. Okay, so it's kind of hard for me to reach. So if this looks sideways, it's because I'm literally having to reach over sideways. So we're going to start with the Appalachian Mountains and the brown colored pencil. Okay. Okay. Appalachian Mountains. All right, Appalachian Mountains, guys. Then we're going to go to our red colored pencil. Same that we used for the Atlantic coastline before. And we're going to start coloring along our Atlantic coastline. Now, this is actually called a harbor, but for these purposes today, we're just going to name it Atlantic coastline, because ultimately these harbors and bays dump out to the Atlantic Ocean. And for this, they want us just naming it the Atlantic coastline. Okay. It's the same color that we colored the Atlantic coastline for the southeast region because it's the same ocean. Okay. Atlantic. coast. Okay. Now, not really sure why they only want us to color and label this one as a gulf and not any of the other bays or harbors, but whatever. The fact that we only have to color and label one, it's less work for us. Gulf of Maine. Okay. Now, see this little hooked area right here? This is where we're going to put Niagara Falls, right here, with the light blue colored pencil. Okay? Niagara Falls. Okay? Niagara Falls. All right, so you have Appalachian Mountains, Niagara Falls, Atlantic Coast, and Gulf of Maine so far. Now we're going to draw in the Hudson River. Now this one is going to start down here next to the island, which is New York Island. This one's a little wavy. Okay, it's purple, by the way, not dark blue. I know it looks dark blue on this Elmo. It's because the Elmo distorts colors. Okay. Okay. This one, it's Hudson River. Hudson River. Then we're going to draw Erie Canal. It goes from down here and connects and goes across Niagara Falls to the edge of New York State. See how it crosses Niagara Falls, goes through the mountains, goes from Hudson River through the mountains across Niagara Falls to the edge of the state. Okay, and this Erie Canal here, it's dark blue. Okay, so Hudson River's purple. This Erie Canal here, it's actually dark blue. I'm going to label it over here so it's a little easier to see because everything looks like it's getting crowded up. Erie Canal. Okay, Erie Canal. All right, guys. Make this a little bit easier and take all these things off underneath this piece of paper. Words and all these notebooks and such underneath all this. All right. Okay, so Hudson River in purple. It's got this little hook to it, and then it's a little bit straight, and it comes down right next to this little piece here. Okay, and it ends at Long Island. You've got Appalachian Mountains. Make sure you're labeling these. Hudson River, Appalachian Mountains. Niagara Falls, Erie Canal, Erie Canal, Gulf of Maine, and the Atlantic coast. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 features. That I use light green for. You could use dark green, but I prefer light green. Atlantic coast, red. Appalachian Mountains, brown. Hudson River, purple. And it starts right here. Okay. Niagara Falls, that's a dark blue. Oh, sorry. Niagara Falls right here, that's light blue. Erie Canal, that's dark blue. Okay. Erie Canal. All right, with the writing, describe how the physical features of this region are different from each other. Most of the region is covered by mountains. Along the coastline, there are beaches, gulfs, and it's hard to write sideways. Covered by mountains. Along the coastline, there are beaches, gulfs, and bays. Okay? Most of the region is covered by mountains. Along the coastline, there are beaches, gulfs, and bays. So that you can continue seeing the bottom, I'm going to start from the bottom. Gulfs and bays. This region has very deep gulfs and bays. This sign means and. That means and. Those deep gulfs and bays allow big boats to come in there. Coastlines. The Atlantic Ocean. Remember, I'm writing sideways, leaning across an entire table, so it's not neat. Borders the eastern side of this region. Okay, so there's your bottom two areas, boxes. Coastlines. The Atlantic Ocean borders the eastern side of this region. Excuse me, gulfs and bays. This region has very deep gulfs and bays. Mountain ranges. This region is covered by mountains including, so INC stands for including the Appalachian Mountains. So there are other mountain ranges, but these are the ones they want us to know. Okay. This region is covered by mountains, including the Appalachian Mountains. Coastlines. The Atlantic Ocean borders the eastern side of this region. Gulfs and bays. This region has very deep gulfs and bays. And then describe how the physical features of this region are different from each other. Most of the region is covered by mountains. Along the coastline, there are beaches, gulfs, and bays. Okay, so we only have one more box to go. All right, guys. So this top one is lakes and waterways. Lakes and rivers. They wanted me to put in waterways, but I'm good with abbreviating. I'm sure you don't mind. Scatter. In other words, they're all over the region. A man-made that's a D. Man-made canal called the Erie Canal was dug to create a waterway to cross the Appalachian Mountains. Okay, so that's your last one. Wait for it to come in. Lakes and waterways. Lakes and rivers scatter the region. A man-made canal called the Erie Canal was dug to create a waterway to cross the Appalachian Mountains. Okay, mountain ranges. This region is covered by mountains, including the Appalachian Mountains. Coastlines. The Atlantic Ocean borders the eastern side of this region. In gulfs and bays, this region has very deep gulfs and bays. All right, I'm going to take a picture of this and I will put it in my pages and attach it to Friday agenda on the home page. Okay, it'll also be in pages under Friday, September 18th. Okay, guys? So there'll also be a picture, just like I've been doing this week with the daily page. All right, guys? And it will be in my homepage, the homepage image, Friday agenda. All right, guys? This is the part where I need you to do the writing, physically do the writing and the coloring. Get your parents to take a picture of it. Send me the picture in Class Dojo, or you can email it to me or even text it to me. Now the next part will be in your PowerPoint. Your parent can either screenshot a picture of the page in PowerPoint, email me a picture of the page in PowerPoint, or you can send me the PowerPoint, emailed it, or Canvas. I've not had anybody send me anything through Canvas other than through Canvas inbox this week. And I've got some students who were making progress daily with their work, but this week they've really been letting their work backslide. And I need your assignments, guys. We move back to science on Monday, and I can't keep grading 2 different subjects at the same time. This is wearing me out, having students so far behind on their assignments. You guys have to keep up, my virtual students especially. You have to keep up with your assignments, okay? Let's get this done. I'm going to go ahead and snap a picture before I forget about it. And then we'll move on to the next part of our assignment. Okay, guys? Okay, so we have that part done. Now, stop this share and let's go to PowerPoint. Let's go in here, share screen, copy, share. Okay, so our natural resources for the Northeast include seafood. The next one is lumber. The next one is coal, fur, and seaports. I think that's what this is, seaports. Okay, so I'm going to give you the first two like I did today. Lobsters contribute $220 million to the economy. That's a lot of money that it gives to their economy. Second one, timber, which is just wood, is used to make paper, fuel, and maple syrup. Okay, so I'm going to go to the article they want us to read and read this article to you. The economy of the Northeast. The Northeast region of the United States is the oldest and earliest center for manufacturing. The Northeast has deep water ports that allow the region to ship its manufactured goods around the world. Much of the region has rocky soil, making it difficult to focus on agriculture, so farming is not their thing. Along the Atlantic coast, fishing is an important part of the economy. Fish such as marlin and bluefin tuna are caught and exported from this region. On the coast of Maine, lobster and other shellfish are also caught by fishermen. Lobsters caught on the coast of Maine are considered some of the best tasting lobsters in the world and account for $220 million to the Northeast region economy. In Vermont, one of the main industries is lumber. This timber is used throughout the country for houses, furniture, paper, and fuel. Vermont is also known for its maple syrup. Maple syrup is produced from the sap of maple trees. Farmers tap and bottle the syrup and sell it around the country and the world. At the end of the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania, energy is created by using the resources found in the ground. So that would be your coal. This energy is used to power businesses and homes around the region. Another industry that's found in this region is the fur industry. So that's going to be your fur. Animals are trapped and their skins are used for various things such as shoes and coats. So let's go ahead and go on down here to seaports and I'll fill that one in for you. That's only going to leave you with having to fill out this part of coal and fur. And I'll go ahead and fill in the seaports thing too because it has this here. Northeast has deep water. This region has deep water, better spell it right, not depth water, water ports that allow ships in for worldwide shipping. Okay, in other words, it's great for shipping because those ports are so deep, you can get in really big boats, which is wonderful for shipping. You don't have to worry about bringing in a smaller boat and then transferring to a bigger boat. It's great for shipping, ready-made. Okay, so these two will be the only two that you have to work on. And on this page, I will put your source 2 and 3. Okay, guys? So I will send this into my Google Cloud account, and I will work on these documents at home, and then I will upload them 23 and 24. Put images on 23. So you will only have to fill in this part of 24, this box and this box. And then your parent can either screenshot me a picture of this, take a picture of it and send me a picture through Class Dojo, or text it to me or email it to me, the hvanderbilt@caddoschools.org. Or you can send this to me by email, this page, or you can send me the whole PowerPoint through Canvas or email. Okay, so there's various ways to get this back to me, but I need this sent back to me along with this. Okay, so you've got a couple parts to your work. All right, stop share. All right, guys, hope you have a great weekend. See you later.